What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Legends video. My name is DFree, and in this video, we're going to go ahead and talk about all of the character training tips that you need right now. Before we even begin, though, I do want to point out that, of course, this is right now, what is this? Basically June of 2018. It's important to note that because information will come and go. Stages will come, new stages, better stages, etc., etc. Events will come and go and stuff like that. So right now, for everybody playing right now, and stuff like that, I wanted to get this guide out for you guys, and I really wanted to get it out too because I've been asked that quite a bit today with the release on iOS, so keep that in mind too. But let's go ahead and talk about how to train your characters. Now, first and foremost, when it comes to your characters, initially they are locked to being under level a level cap of 300, right? Of course, you have to soul boost them, class them up, and then get them to the next class. Then from there, they can max out at 600, and then from there, you do the same thing. You class them up again, and they get to Adept, and in the future, maybe there's more levels and stuff like that. But of course, if you get stuck and you didn't know how to get beyond it, that is how to get beyond it. I've done several videos on that, but I just kind of felt like it was important to start there. But things that I want to point out as well is that in the game right now, and I'll show you guys a little bit of gameplay while we do it, to end the video off basically. But if we go over to the story section, right, and go over to events. Under events, this is where you're going to reside because we have a new bonus battle for experience where you go ahead and take on this variation of a Cyberman one time per day, okay? So make sure that when you come in, you bring a team that could really utilize the experience, because what happens is the three characters, and this actually applies to everything you do in the game anyway, but the three characters you actually deploy into battle get a lot more experience than the ones that don't get deployed. It's that simple. And this stage gives an incredible amount of experience. So what I will use for this one is I'm going to go ahead and take into battle this team because I need to train Yamcha and Krillin for the Raditz event, or the Nappa event. So in fact, I'm going to go ahead and bring these characters right now with me just so I can plow through this a little bit quicker and a little bit easier. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what we get from this stage. And really quick, after this, the next best place to get experience is by doing the crates of milk. There are various ways of getting those. We'll cover those in a moment. The later stages of the Nappa and Raditz event are a couple of things that I will talk about in this as well too. So I wanted to kind of get that out there for you guys that don't want to stick around for the whole video for whatever reason or can't. So I wanted to get that out there for you guys. Again, crates and later stages of events, story, etc., etc. I'm going to go into a lot more detail in just a moment though, assuming that I stop missing these hits, man. Can we actually get some hits in? Cyberman out here doing some great things defensively, like dodging. What the? He didn't even dodge that one. It was just already missing. All right. There's no reason this should take this long. Okay, bye. Finally, Cyberman out. While I'm talking, Cyberman out here doing some great things defensively, man. All right, let's get our experience. Look at those guys shooting up 45K. 45K experience. That's quite a bit. That's actually quite a bit. That's like the equivalent to using what, four and a half milk crates at once, which of course we'll talk about milk crates in a moment, but that's a lot. Maybe 5 milk crates. But of course, as you see, Piccolo and it's not Piccolo and Goku, they didn't get deployed, so they lose that. And this is how it is for every stage. The last digit gets knocked off. So they get 4,500 versus 45,000. So yeah, that's how things work out. Did I say 4,500 earlier? I messed up. But either way, 45,000 versus 4,500. And again, that's such a significant amount of experience. So unfortunately, you can only do it once per day. Land a Rising KO. Okay, I guess I'll do that next time. But that's how things work out. And that's effectively the best stage in the game right now. And like I said, let's go over to the training area, and I'll show you guys the crates. So under crates, right now I have this Goku Training, okay? So I'm using 3 at once for this character, And he's jumping from level 1 all the way to level 162. He's getting 26,000. Yeah, so that's how much you get for waiting 3 hours to do this training. So for crates, there's not a lot of ways to get them. Unfortunately, that's just kind of how things are right now anyway. In the future, maybe more ways pop up, of course. Right now, the best way to get them, honestly, I'm not going to tell you to do it, but the best way, honestly, to do it is to purchase them right here because you can. That's effectively the best way to get them. The crates of milk bottles, that's effectively the best way. Otherwise, they are farmable. They are farmable over in the story area of the game, but right now that's the best way to get them because it's instant gratification, right? But I don't have it fully done, but I did pull it up on online. If you go over to Book 6, Chapter 9, so I'm going to have to jump into Book 6 later, but Book 6, Chapter 9 and Book 6, Chapter 4 both drop milk as an item. I would assume Book 6, Chapter 4 is better just because it has less possible droppable items, so keep that in mind. You can just farm those and it'll drop the milk crates for you, so you can potentially get a lot, you know, and they do that on other stages with like the weights and stuff. You can drop weights. So that's how things work out for the milk crates. But otherwise, the next best way to do it is the last stage of the Napa event. And the crazy thing about the last stage of the Napa event, and this is why you need to play these, because I was talking to Rhymestyle initially. He didn't know that, like, you know, these had more than one stage and stuff. But you start getting to a point where you're fighting a Napa that's almost level 1K. That is such a high level for the computer to be utilizing, and the game rewards you for it, because ultimately what happens on EX5, which is the highest difficulty that we're looking at right now, you get 6,768 experience, not to mention the droppable items such as equipment and things of that nature that help you out as well, but that's a lot of experience for a run. Now, of course, this is pretty difficult. This is difficult. 800, 800, 900, it's difficult. But what you would want to do to build up to this is you'd want to kind of work on lower stages. Ideally, Chapter 5 for Napa is a really, really good stage to run. This stage gives 3956 as far as experience goes, almost 4K, and it's only one opponent, and you have 3, so you should be able to complete this when you get your characters up to level 400 or 300 or things of that nature. You should be able to get this done, especially if you utilize type advantage against him using blue characters and things of that nature. So this shouldn't be very, very difficult for you. And then once you complete this, you'd want to move on to EX Napa 1. That's a very, very good stage as well. Gives a lot more experience. And then from there, you can bounce over to the Raditz event, and honestly, simply playing these events, grinding some stages, playing story, you should be able to get up to level 300. Also, using training items, you should be able to get to 300 pretty easy, right? Otherwise, come over to Napa, or Raditz, excuse me, and play EX4 and EX5 whenever you can. These stages give a good amount, and then from there, bounce over back to the Napa event, or the Napa event, excuse me, and complete EX4 and 5 as much as you can until you can get the harder difficulty done. What I had to do initially with the Raditz event was play EX4 like 20 times, and then I was able to beat EX5. Or 20 might be an exaggeration, but that's what you have to do sometimes. It's called progressive. You know, you got to be progressive. So, basically, that's it. I mean, so to recap, to get from level 1 to 300 quickly and easily, you want to train your characters. Best, of course, you have to, but you want to train them with crates if you can. The only issue with crates is that you have to wait a long time. You have to wait a freaking long time. And then after you get them higher levels, probably about 100-ish and stuff like that, 120, 140, you should be able to beat that Cyberman on the stage that I just did gameplay for, and that should shoot your characters close to 300. And then when you get to 300, soul boost them, farm the souls from stages. If you go to your characters, it'll tell you how to get those items, soul boost them so their level max cap raises to 600, and then from there, rinse and repeat till you get to the point where it is 1K. But getting from 300 to 600 is completely indicative on you running stages and or using items like the crates and stuff like that. And you know, the weights are there too. They just give a lot less experience, but they are useful in the meantime while you're running stages. You can also be letting the characters train there as well. And on top of that, you know, we do have other things that you can utilize to get those types of training items, such as missions. In fact, I'm pretty certain that with the new job rank being implemented in the game, the crates can probably get farmed from mission rewards and stuff like that, or adventures, if I will. So, you know, stuff like that. That's all you guys really have to do. So to end it out, let's go ahead and actually take on Napa's final difficulty to see what I can freaking do. I'm not even going to bring that team just because I want to bring more better characters with me. So we're going to jump in with this team, in fact. Now, this one's titled Reroll because I did put up a reroll guide earlier and effectively showed you guys how to make a good Saiyan team. That's basically what this is. Piccolo doesn't necessarily need to be here. You can put somebody else on the team because he doesn't exactly get a boost from the leader, but nonetheless, that's effectively what this is. Let's go ahead and... All right, let's jump into this. And hopefully we can get this completion done. But like I said, I mean, honestly, it really shouldn't take very long, I guess. Depends on how much you play, because I was able to get to level 300 on playing the game, to be honest. It's been out for a couple weeks. I haven't played as much lately just because there wasn't a lot to do. And we're just waiting for more content, which we got. With the release of iOS, which I assumed would be the case, we got a lot more content. iOS is holding us all up. All right, let me try not to play as bad. Because I really don't care, because I know for a fact I'm going to win. So forgive me if I wind up playing like utter crap in this, just because, like I said, there's no way I'm going to lose this. Unless, I guess, I let the AI win. It's going to get canceled out here. Oh, he didn't cancel it. Nice try. I want to use the main ability on Goku, so in just a second I'll be able to pop off that Dragon Fist that's not actually a Dragon Fist. There we go. Hey, you Soneto! Whatever he said. Alright, this should do a lot of damage. Oh, he dodged it! Wow, that's all I was waiting for! I hate you! You gotta be careful, though. He's gonna beat me. I could have swapped out. I just didn't care. You have to be careful, though, because the AI will Rising Rush you. And there it is. God damn it. Nappa's trying to get me! Oh, my goodness. Nappa is trying to end my career. Relax, bro. Who wronged you? It wasn't me. I did nothing wrong. Alright. Wow! He canceled it. Can't just leave. Okay. Alright, let's play a little more seriously then. Just because I have the opportunity to. Don't you dodge it. Of course he dodged it. Good news is I have Rising Rush back, so that's a thing. Your dodge is gone this time. Wow! What the hell, computer? Computer's trying so hard. Freaking try hard. I can't. This is so funny to me. The computer is literally trying to kick my butt. Which they should be doing, but it's like, it's the computer. I clicked that way early. Computer out here trying hard. It still throws me off every time I see them use the Rising Rush. It makes me wonder why when you play story, they never use Rising Rush, really. I guess maybe in the future they will whenever they get higher leveled. But it's like they're programmed just not to touch it. That's probably the case. They're programmed not to touch it because they apparently get the Dragon Balls as well as they use their arts cards as well, just like we do. So it's interesting to me that they don't bother trying at all. You done? Thank you. Bye. That took longer than I'm proud of. I played pretty badly. Also, I couldn't help but think it was hilarious. The computer, like I said, just trying to beat me so bad. Ah, man, guys, thank you for tuning in. Hope you all enjoyed. Subscribe if you are new for more content. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any other questions or feedback. Feel free in the comments. Have an awesome day. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the sub, guys. If you're new, hit that sub as well. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy.